Hello crafty friends, it's Elisa from Paisley Papyrus. I am back to show you a few cards that I've been working on here. It has been an extended break, and for that I apologize. I meant to take a break around Christmas for just a little vacation, and my camera ended up breaking, and then we ended up getting new floors in our house, which sent the whole house into chaos, including my craft room. But I've regained it and we're back. So today's cards come from two stamp bundles, I should say, Blessings of Home and Honeybee Home, and then the matching dies, Flowers of Home and Honeybee Blooms. Okay, so those are the sets that our cards are coming from today. I'm going to demonstrate one card for you and then show you what I've made from the other 7 cards at the end. Now, before I start, I need you to know that I used a One Sheet Wonder template from Really Robin Stamps, and I will link her video below so that you can go over there and see how I made the bases of the cards before I even started layering them up with these things. So I used the paper that goes with the Blessings of Home suite. Actually, I can't find my catalog at the moment. I don't recall what the actual suite name is, but it is, Heart and Home is the name of the paper. And let's see, I told you before that I always cut my paper up into these sizes. We are using the 12 by 12 sheet of this paper right here. So on one side it has the fresh freesia and the pale papaya and the garden green colors on one side, and then on the back side it is a wood grain. Okay, so that is the 12 by 12 size of sheet that I used to make this One Sheet Wonder. So for this particular card, I'm using the dies that come in the Flowers of Home, and I am using this big one right here, and I have made this little spray in our garden green. And I'm going to take him and glue him down right here. Now, if you go over and see her One Sheet Wonder, you can see that basically this is the front and the back, and it's a 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 by 4 piece of paper, and then I sliced it down here and flipped it over. So then on our next one, I have used, let's see here, this spray of flowers that came in Honeybee Home, and it's this one right here, and I colored them in with pale papaya and fresh freesia. Let's see, the blends is what I used, and I made 2 of those right there. I'm going to pop this up right here. I'm going to use couple pop. I'm just showing you the simplest card. The others, stay tuned to the end, are much more complicated, and they are not my usual cards because they are so complicated. They took pretty much most of my day today making them, and they are the kind of cards that, you know, you send to your grandmother to have on display for a month, and then she puts them in her album after that month is up. So then we're going to use our little dimensionals right here. I have a new camera, as I mentioned, and so I'm testing out the zoom, so I might be in a little too close for this video, and if I am, I apologize. I will rectify that in the next video. He went down just not quite where I wanted him to, so we're going to take the backing off of this guy, and we will put him kind of over on this side. Whoop, right there. And then we're going to take, let's see here, make him go off the edge so that he is popped up like that guy. Then we are going to take this sprig right here. I'm off camera, I'm sorry, and put the mini dimensionals on the back of him. And let's see, we will take him and tuck that guy back under here and put him right about there. So they're overlapping a little bit, but also coming off the card, the sentiment right there. Okay, so then we have that off to the side, and then I have this bow that I wanted to put on here. Let's see, I think I'll put him right there, right there. Yes, let's put him right there. This side or that side? This side. Okay, so I'm going to use my green glue and put him right here. This bow is in fresh freesia. He is one of the in colors that is continuing. Now, whenever I make bows like this, I tend to set them down and then I put a block on it until it dries, or at least is tacky enough that it's not going to move anywhere. So then I have this bee that I colored in. I colored him in with pale papaya, the light pale papaya and the dark pale papaya. I'm going to, see, that's exactly why I put the block underneath it. Pop him up, and I'm going to put him right about here. So that card is almost finished. These are our metallic pearls, and they are being discontinued. So if you want these, you need to get them quickly because they will be gone soon, by the end of April. The end of April is when they retire officially. At last check, they are still in the catalog. So I'm going to use my take my pick tool, and I'm going to put one here, and then one here, and one, whoopsie, right up here. So there you go. That is our card. Nice and fast. Now I'm going to set him aside and put the block on him, just like I said, so that guy can dry. I'm going to take this block right here, make sure I have my bow where I want it, set it down, and he can dry. Now for the other cards that I have made. Are you ready? All right. So then we have this one, and this is, ooh, I am way in way too close. This guy was made with lots of the die cuts, and then I colored these in with fresh freesia, and then the sentiment comes from the stamp set. Now the sentiment die that is on comes from Tasteful Labels, which is also retiring. I used this die right here. He is retiring at the end of this month as well, which makes me very sad because I love this die set. And if you have not picked it up and you do buy this bundle of stamps, you might want to pick them up because they're perfect label size for most of the stamps in here. Then I made this guy right here. If you can see the zoom, the zoom is just in too far, and if I go out, it gives you my whole table, and it's kind of a disaster, but let's do it anyway. See, you can see the whole table. There's no in between. So I have to figure that out. So I apologize for... Okay, well, I'll just have to hold them up. So this guy is made using all of that as well, and he also includes the doilies that come in the Heart and Home doilies. They're in the mini catalog currently, and that catalog runs until the end of May, early June, something like that. This one also includes the pearls, who I had here a second ago. Let's see, yes, these are the pastel pearls and the doilies back there. Okay. Then we have this guy, who is one of the cards in Robin's One Sheet Wonder class. And for this punch, he is measured at, let's see, what is he measured at? He is about 3/4 of an inch. And then to round the ends, I just took my Label Me Fancy punch and then tucked the ends under there and rounded, and then tucked the other end and rounded. So that's how I got those rounded edges right there on that guy. And then he just has some basic pearls in there to make him fancy. This one used that label from the Tasteful Textiles, or the, yes, Tasteful Labels die collection that's retiring. And these pearls I colored with my blends markers so that they had a pale papaya look to them, because I did not have any pale papaya embellishments. Now this one I love, also from that One Sheet Wonder, and this is the spray cut 3 times in pale papaya, fresh freesia, and the garden green, and then the purple pearls again from the pastel pearl set. Now this one also came from the One Sheet Wonder. You're the Nicest is one of the stamps in there, but these pearls I colored with fresh freesia and pale papaya in order to make them all the same size. Not really sure how I feel about that card, but there he is. And then this one is one that also is in that One Sheet Wonder basic back. And then I use the doilies again, and then I use the pastel pearls. And then this ribbon is our gray granite shimmer ribbon that is in the annual catalog and will be carrying over. So that is, and then I colored that in with, let's see, markers, I believe. And then I used these two, the Fresh Freesia and the Pale Papaya, in colors, which are lasting for another year. So you don't have to worry about those. They are not going anywhere, at least not yet. So this guy is dry now, and here he is. He's ready to go. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for sticking with me. I hope to see more of you again very, very soon. Bye.